Hello everyone, welcome to today's DIY video. Today I will show you how I made this cute Christmas calendar. The little pockets are already filled with candies and I'm using the tree as a Christmas countdown. You will see how I made this tree step by step and you will find additional information and measurements in the info below this video. So let's start and have fun! For this cute Christmas calendar I used a simple IKEA blanket. I painted the shape of a Christmas tree and cut out 2 layers. Next I cut out rectangular shapes that are going to be my windows and I pinned them to one of the layers of the Christmas tree. I used zigzag scissors because then the edges look a little bit more interesting. I have in total 24 windows since we celebrate in Europe Christmas on the Christmas Eve, but if you're in the USA you're going to need 25 windows. I have here 3 pieces of carton that will help me to make my Christmas tree more stable. First I taped 2 pieces together from both sides. Then I added the 3rd piece, I positioned it in the middle and I have taped it on the sides to the 2 bottom pieces. Once I was done, I put one of the layers of the Christmas tree on it and outlined the shape of it. Next I painted a second line inside because I want the carton to be slightly smaller than the pieces of the blanket. Next I cut out my tree. I did it with scissors, which was kind of hard since the carton is very thick, so you might want to use an X-Acto knife or a scalpel, but make sure you protect the surface underneath it. Next I have sewn all the little windows on one of the layers of our Christmas tree. I used regular straight stitch. This is how our Christmas tree looked like when it was ready. The next step was to glue the carton inside of the 2 layers of our Christmas tree. I use a hot glue gun and I made also sure that the fabric is everywhere straight. The reason why the carton piece is a little bit smaller is that I want to cut back the edges of our Christmas tree later with the zigzag scissors for more structure, and the carton would be a problem because I couldn't cut through since it's very thick. It is always good being careful because the hot glue gets really hot after a while and you could burn your fingers, so please be careful. Once I was done with gluing on the first layer of the Christmas tree, actually the back side, I started gluing on the front side. I made sure that the top is perfectly straight and the bottom piece, and then I started gluing on the edges. Once everything was cooled off and done, I took the zigzag scissors and cut around the edges of the entire Christmas tree. Now this is how the tree looked like once I was done with those steps. Next I glued a light chain from IKEA on the back side of the Christmas tree. I made sure only the light bulbs are sticking out because it's supposed to look like there are candles on the tree from the front. You could also glue this already on the carton and then cover it with the fabric. That would be also a possibility and your tree would look much better from the back. I didn't think about that first, so that's why I'm telling it to you guys now. Here you have to be extra careful with the hot glue. I burnt my fingers a couple of times, so I found out it's better to wait until the glue cools off a little bit and then push the chain with the bulbs in it. And this is how it looks like when the lights are on. You can leave your tree very simple just with the lights and mark the numbers on the little pockets, or you can use some extra decoration just like I did. It is entirely up to you. Before I finished the tip of the tree, I made a hole in it and put a grommet in it and glued it in so that I can safely hang my tree, and then I put a star on it. I'm going to show you the hole with the grommet later. Last step was marking the numbers on the little pockets with a textile marker. I spread the numbers entirely randomly. The only thing that I wanted to have is that the last number is on the bottom in the middle, because underneath it is a little Santa Claus figure glued to the Christmas tree. The textile marker needed to dry completely, so I had to put the Christmas tree in a safe place and wait until the next day before I was able to hang it on my wall. For hanging the tree, I punched a hole in the top of the tree and put a grommet in it, and since the tree was too thick so that I could close the grommet with pliers, I just glued the grommet in. I can plug now my tree into the electrical socket anytime I want the lights on, and the last step was to fill the little pockets with candy. This year I choose for myself toffees. If you want to put in the pockets more candy or bigger candy, you would have to make the whole tree bigger, but the measurements for my Christmas tree can be found in the info below. Even though the tree is more meant as a Christmas countdown, if you have a limited space in your dorm room or a flat, you can use it as an actual Christmas tree and put your presents underneath it. So this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If yes, then don't forget to leave a comment or a thumb up. I would be also very happy if you subscribed if you didn't yet, and you can also always visit me on Facebook, Instagram or on my web pages. Link to my DIY playlist is also in the info below this video. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you a wonderful season and see you next time. Bye!